Hello and welcome to my Game Week 18 predictions for League 2 for this weekend's matches. If you do like the League 2 predictions, don't forget to like, share, subscribe, do all of that good stuff. And yeah, let's just dive straight into my League 2 Game Week 18 predictions. And we dive straight in for tomorrow's games, and it is Grimsby taking on Tranmere at Blundell Park in Grimsby, or in Cleethorpes I should say, on Sky Sports Football. Yeah, Thursday night games, get rid of them I say, but it is on a Thursday night, so what can we do about it? Last time out, Grimsby did draw 2-2 away at Swindon, 2-2 draw for Tranmere as well at home to MK Dons in that one. Before that, they did beat Cheltenham 3-2 in the league. Good home win for them in that because Cheltenham are doing quite well at the moment. Grimsby did lose to Chesterfield. Before that, head-to-head records look like this. 1-1 draw between Grimsby and Tranmere on the 4th of March in League 2. 1-0 away win for Grimsby back on 22nd of October 2024. 5 wins for Tranmere, 4 draws, 3 wins for Grimsby. Difficult one to call this. Grimsby sitting ninth. They need a win, don't they? At home under the lights against the Tranmere side, haven't been great so far this season, it has to be said. But yeah, I'm going to back Grimsby narrowly in this one, 2-1 at home. Yeah, under the lights at Blundell Park, under the Sky cameras, and I think Grimsby are just going to get over the line against Tranmere in this one by 2-1. Into the half-12 kickoffs we go then, and the first one is Accrington taking on Oldham Athletic at the Wham Stadium. Accrington drawing last time out away at Crawley, not a bad result for them in there. Oldham did beat Newport County by 3-0 as well. Head-to-head records look like this. They did play in the EFL qualifiers earlier this season, was 3-1 home win for Accrington. And the last time they played in the league, they haven't played in the league actually. It's all been cup matches. Oldham won the one before the qualification. They won one in 2021, which is what I was on about. The Accrington winning the Virtue Trophy. Yeah, 3 wins for Accrington, 2 draws, 0 wins for Oldham. Yeah, Oldham's only loss in their last 5 comes 6-2 at home to Bolton in the Cup Virtue Trophy, of course. Difficult one to call this. I'm actually going to back the home side by 1-0. Accrington usually have been okay at home. I want to say that. Maybe they haven't. They did lose to Newport at home in Port Vale, but they seem to do bad against the crap sides. But I think they'll be Oldham in this one by 1-0. So yeah, Accrington to get over the line by 1-0 over Oldham in this one. MK Dons take on Fleetwood Town then in the other 12:30 kickoff this lunchtime, or on Saturday lunchtime, not this morning's lunchtime. Fleetwood did beat Shrewsbury by 3-1 last time they did play. 2-2 draw against, or last time Fleetwood played, last time MK Dons played was 2-2 draw away at Tranmere with the 10 men. Of course, they did beat Salford City before that, which was a pretty good win. They've dropped back to 4th after Bromley's win at the weekend. Yeah, they'll be looking to win this, will MK Dons. 5 wins for MK Dons, 4 draws, 6 wins for Fleetwood. Last time they did play last season with 4-2 away win for Fleetwood, 2-1 home win for Fleetwood at MK Dons. Yeah, difficult one this. I am going to back MK Dons to get over the line in this one. I think it'll be a bit of a crazy game of football this one. I'm going for a 3-2 MK Dons home win in this one. Fleetwood are pretty handy away from home. So, yeah, that's why I'm going for a nice, not handy away from home, they're 18th away from home. Their home form is really good. But, yeah, I'm backing MK Dons to win by 3-2 over Fleetwood in this. Barnet versus Harrogate now into the 3 o'clock as we go at the Hive. Barnet will be looking to win. They haven't won in their last 5 matches. Their last win did come against Cambridge in the EFL Trophy. Their last win in the league didn't come till hasn't come since the 11th of October, which is absolutely ages ago. Harrogate lost to Walsall at the weekend. They're not on great form either. It's the two sides that are on absolutely abysmal form. Last time they played was in the National League in the 2019 season, and it was a 1-0 home win for Barnet, 2-1 home win for Harrogate at their place, 1 win for Barnet, 0 draws and 2 wins for Harrogate. On the head-to-heads, Barnet have done pretty well at home in the past. They are better, or are they? No, they're not. They're 22nd on the home form. That's absolutely dreadful. Harrogate sit 19th on the away form. Barnet are going to get over the line in this one. They're going to win a home match. I'm going to back Barnet to win this by 2-0 over Harrogate. Finally get a win on the board for Dean Brennan's side, and they will win this by 2-0 over Harrogate Town in this one. Bristol Rovers versus Notts County now then. Yeah, Notts County will be looking to win this despite with Bristol Rovers' horrible form at the moment. Haven't won since, well, they keep winning in the cups, they just can't win in the league. They sit 20th in the League 2 table at the moment. Not great reading, is it? Yeah, Bristol Rovers sit 20th, not ideal for them at the moment so far this season. Notts County up in 5th at the moment. Yeah, 4-2. Last time they played was in the FA Cup 2017. 2-0 away with the Bristol Rovers in 2016. 0-0 draw between them at Bristol Rovers. Yeah, very difficult one to call this. I think Bristol Rovers have done okay. I wouldn't be surprised if Bristol Rovers actually went and won this game. Notts County on a bit of poor form at the moment, losing at home to Colchester. Was their last match. Bristol Rovers back-to-back defeats. I'm actually going to back Bristol Rovers at home. I don't know why. I just feel it. 2-1 home. Bristol Rovers win over Notts County in this one. And yeah, Bristol Rovers to beat Notts County by 2-1 in this one. Cambridge versus Crewe now then. Cambridge getting a very good away win over Barrow last time out, of course. Pelly Ruddock Impanzi with a brace in that one. Crewe were involved in a bit of a bonkers 3-3 draw with Chesterfield at the weekend. Last time they decided to play was a 1-0 home with Cambridge over Crewe. 2-2 draw between Crewe and Cambridge on the 2nd of October 2021. Difficult one to call this one. Cambridge have been slightly better at home recently under Neil Harris, but it's been nothing really to celebrate about. Yeah, difficult one. Very difficult one to call this. I am going to back the home side in this one. I think they will get over the line to Crewe with an opportunity to go in the playoffs this weekend, but I doubt that's going to happen. Cambridge have won this game. Just a quick reminder on the head, says 6 wins, 2 draws, 1 win for Crewe. Yeah, I'm going to back Cambridge to win this by a 2-1 margin in this one. Feels like I'm going for a lot of 2-1s, which probably isn't very League 2 prediction worthy, but yeah, 2-1 for Cambridge in this one over Crewe Alexandra. Chesterfield Swindon now then. Chesterfield and Swindon both involved in high scoring draws at the weekend. Swindon drawing 2-2 with Grimsby and 3-3 with Chesterfield and Crewe themselves. 1-0 home win for Swindon over Chesterfield on the 22nd of February. 1-1 draw back between the two sides on the 9th of August. 4 wins for Chesterfield, 2 draws and 5 wins for Swindon. Yeah, difficult one to call this. Chesterfield usually are slightly better at home against Swindon of recent years since 2016 or so. Yeah, difficult one to call as they've not really played in a while. Yeah, difficult as I said. Chesterfield sits 6th, Swindon sit 2nd in the table at the moment. Yeah, really bit of a difficult one to call this. I mean, both sides have been okay. Both sides haven't lost in their last 5. I think it's going to be quite a cagey game, actually, between these two, or a goalfest draw. I'm going to back a 2-2 in this one. Both sides do like to score goals. As I've said, Ian Holloway's side likes to score goals. Paul Cook's sides are quite attacking as well in League 2. So yeah, back a 2-2 draw between Chesterfield and Swindon in this one. Colchester versus Cheltenham now then. Colchester back-to-back wins for them, or 3 wins on the bounce if you include the cup win over the Fulham under-21s. They beat Walsall, they beat Notts County. They are very good at going away to places and winning. This is the kind of game they would lose, though, at home to a Cheltenham side that are on decent form under Steve Cottrell at the moment. They did lose to Notts County recently, but they beat Bristol Rovers at home by a 0-0 at the weekend in that as well, which they will 100% take. Colchester did win this fixture last time out by a 0-0 over Cheltenham. Yeah, Cheltenham, I have to say, have been pretty handy away from home at Colchester, it has to be said. They did win here last season by 2-1 as well. Yeah, Cheltenham have improved under Steve Cottrell. It's the kind of game Colchester would go and lose, for example. They do sit 20th in the home form, Colchester United. That is a bit worrying. Cheltenham do sit a bit worryingly in that drop zone, as you would call it. I am going to back a 1-1 draw in this one between these two, just because I just think they'll cancel each other out, basically. Colchester very good against the top sides, struggle against the bottom sides, and that is why I'm backing a 1-1 draw between these two. Newport take on Barrow now then. Newport County will be looking to win this. They still haven't won in an absolute while and still do sit at the foot of the League 2 table at the moment. Yeah, 16 goals scored, not many, 31 conceded, the most in League 2 this season, and only sit with just 11 points. They need a win, and they need one fast so far. Barrow have been pretty good away from home. Newport have only seen the 1 point at home. They need to be doing better than this, and Barrow will be looking to pile on more misery on that this weekend. Yeah, very, very difficult. I am going to back probably Barrow in this one, but you never know. Newport have lost 4 on the bounce to Walsall, Exeter in the Cup, Shrewsbury and Oldham in there. Barrow have lost back-to-back games themselves in there as well. I'm going to back a Barrow 2-1 away victory in this one. I just think they will get over the line. Finally, will Andy Wing's side, despite the back-to-back defeats against MK Dons and, not MK Dons, Bromley and Cambridge, sorry. Yeah, 2-1 Barrow away win at Newport in this one. Salford versus Crawley now then. Salford with back-to-back losses under Carl Robinson so far this season. They take on a Scott Lindsay's Crawley, who are still sitting not very pretty at the bottom of the table in 19th, of course. 12th sits Salford. They still could get into the playoffs. It's just how tight League 2 is at the moment. It definitely could just be swings and roundabouts, so you could be in the playoffs in a matter of games, or even this game, for example, for Salford City. Last time they did play in League 2 was a 1-0 away win for Salford, 3-2 home win for Crawley. That was in 2023, ignore that. And back at Salford that following season was a 1-1 draw in there as well. 2 wins for Salford, 4 draws, 4 wins for Crawley Town. Interestingly, Crawley have never won at Salford in the last few years. Salford are going to get back to winning ways in this one. Go for a nice 2-0 home victory for Salford City over Crawley in this one. And yeah, Salford will beat Crawley quite convincingly in this one by 2-0. Shrewsbury versus Gillingham now then, and Shrewsbury need a win. They've only picked up 1 in their last 5, and that was against Newport County in the league. Yeah, they need to win this one, don't they? Do Shrewsbury Town. Gillingham, who haven't really got going so far under Richard Dobson since Gareth Ainsworth has got this out. They do still sit in the playoffs though, which isn't too bad, I guess. Last time they saw his play was a 0-0 draw back in 2022, 2-1 home win for Shrewsbury in League 1. That was, it's completely different affairs now. And wouldn't be surprised if this one ended in a draw between these two sides. Shrewsbury need to win this probably to get out of that bottom 2 at the end of this match. Oh no, they are out of the bottom 2. What am I waffling on about? Anyway, they do need to win just to make sure they clear themselves off that drop zone a little bit more. Michael Appleton's still in charge of Shrewsbury. Not doing a great job, really, is he? Shrewsbury are it's going to be a 1-1 draw. I just smell a 1-1 draw in this one. Both sides not playing exactly great at the moment. Yes, Gillingham is still in the playoffs, but they get a bit lucky with the results, I think. 1-1 draw in this one, and Gillingham do need a proper manager. So yeah, 1-1 draw between these two, Shrewsbury and Gillingham. I can just see it. I'm sorry to those fans, but yeah, 1-1 between Shrewsbury and Gillingham. Final game in the match day, Walsall take on Bromley then. Walsall will need to win this under Matt Sadler if they are to continue their top of the pops form so far this season. They take on a Bromley side that sits 3rd in the league at the moment under Andy Woodburn, absolutely flying along. It's amazing what a couple of games can do in the runs, or couple of good runs can do in this league. It's absolutely insane. 3rd place for Bromley at the moment, 30 points. Walsall sit with 32 points. Lost their 5 matches still this season, but still sit top. It's because they drew quite not a lot. So they've only drew 2 games this season. Have Walsall, last time they played head-to-head last season was a 2-2 draw. 2-2 draw. Back on the 13th of March in this one. Walsall should get over the line in this one, but you never know. I think this will be a cagey match. I think Walsall will get over the line in this one. I think Bromley's away form is pretty poor. So yeah, I'm going to back a 3-1 Walsall home win. I'm going quite bold. I'm really backing Walsall in this one. But yeah, I think they will just get over the line against Bromley in this one. And yeah, Walsall to win by 3-1 over Bromley in this one. Thank you very much for watching my League 2 Game Week 18 predictions. If you do like the video, don't forget to like, share, subscribe, do all of that good stuff. And I'll speak to you on the next one, which will be League 1 predictions later today. So don't forget to stay tuned for that. And I'll speak to you on the next one. So yeah, thank you all for watching. I'll speak to you all next time.